recording live from a bench. This is when you know that the season is open. I just love laying on a bench in the park or by the canal, just listening to the trees, to the birds, to the sounds. And there was a helicopter flying around over and over, and I was like, I'm so annoyed. And it's like, I hardly ever get annoyed, but I was so annoyed at this helicopter. I'm like, fuck off, disturbing my peace. But I'm also noticing very sensitive today, and I think it's because I've overstimulated my nervous system with green tea. I just love how I operate. Someone's having fun. I moved away from coffee. It's been a month, and now I found matcha, which is a strong green tea, and it used to be a cup, and then it moved up to 2, and then this morning I did 3, and it was a nice high, but now I'm experiencing not so nice low, and I'm like, fuck, again, we're reaching for some kind of stimulation. So I think the next step after my coffee challenge is over will be no caffeine challenge. That will be powerful too. And now I've set myself a goal. I have 2 weeks left till my race. And I've realized that I've been quite inconsistent with my diet, and actually have been drinking more beers than ever, or than in the past, I don't know, 3 months. And I'm noticing that as well, like as the weather warms up, it's like, beer. And maybe I've been a little bit more socially active, and that contributed to that. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm liking this. I don't need a drink to have fun, and yet I find myself back there. So I said to myself now, for 2 weeks, no gluten, no dairy, no alcohol, no processed sugar, until the race, at least. And to give my body a chance to really get into this optimal zone that I know is available for me whenever I'm on top of my game. And I've been a little bit all over the place. Not so much, but it's interesting because I'm like, ooh, my metrics are improving. So I was talking to my housemate yesterday, and he was having a cheat day, and I was like, fuck, your cheat day is like a healthy man's normal day. He cooked for all of us Bangladeshi food, and his idea of it was unhealthy because it had fats, that it was greasy. And I'm like, it's ghee, like it's super healthy. Anyway, all the good ingredients and everything, he was calling it cheat day. And then he went to the gym, and I was like, who goes to the gym on a cheat day? And I don't think he even had a dessert. And I was like, you know what, I'll have ice cream for your cheat day. And it's like, you know what, I feel very motivated by the results that I'm getting, and I'm like, I don't even want to like cheat. And I was like, fuck, I'm the complete opposite. I'm like, I'm feeling very motivated by the results that I'm getting, and I'm like, I can cheat. My body's like going into the zones of optimal performance that I've never experienced. And like, if my heart is beating better, if like my blood flow is better, I'm like, it means I have more space for junk, for cheat. And it's interesting how we're all wired differently. But yeah, this is what I'm recommitting to. And it's interesting, this the way I'm motivating myself, this is what I'm gonna be playing with, is if and I love that I can declare this now, if I will eat any dairy, any gluten, any processed sugars, any alcohol, I'm not participating in a race. And I'm like, ugh. I'm holding, this time I'm holding myself accountable. I'm not asking for anyone to hold me accountable. And I'm like, game on. It's time to learn how, like, self-accountability, because I'm so good at having accountability buddies and betting the money and not like, and being consistent with that. But like, okay, can I be consistent with the word that I will give myself? So that's going to be an interesting challenge, and I love the concept of it as well. Just like, because I have been training for this fucking race, and there's no way I'm skipping it or missing it, and it's a tough condition that I've set myself. So I'm like, nope, game on. And then today I was like feeling this tiredness, this crash after my tea overdose, and I was like, ice cream, chocolates, and I was like, oh, no. And it's interesting, cravings are just interesting in general. I remember once I don't know who did the challenge. It was 3-day challenge. I think the guy who does the Wild Fit, Eric something. And he did like a 3 or 5 day free training for removing your cravings. And one of the things that he shared was, whenever you have craving, is to ask yourself, what it is that I really need right now. And it's really fascinating, because a lot of the times the thing that we need is not the actual craving, it's something else. So for example, for me, a lot of the times I just need a drink. Like, I want to drink and I feel thirsty, and I get, and he goes into depth also explaining the body, like, being confused with craving signals and sending the wrong signals and whatnot. But for me, it's water. Or when I feel like, now I feel a little bit tired and I'm noticing the cravings, it's actually the energy that my body wants. And it's like, yes, body knows that the sugar is a quick fix and energy, but also what I know is that a nap gives me energy. Coming out into the nature gives me energy. So really creating that space, I just love this quote saying, between the stimuli and response there's a gap. But it's like, it's the hardest gap. I don't like hardest. The most challenging gap to stay in with the inquiry of what it is that I actually need or really want. And he's saying also, if you ask yourself, and it is really the thing that you want is the chocolates, then go and get it. And it happens to me less often that it's actually that's the pastry that I want. Or something else, and it feels really, really good, because I knew exactly what I want, and I checked in with myself, and I went and got it. But it also feels good when I'm checking in with myself, and it's actually, you just need some energy, you just need some rest, you just need some water, you just need a conversation with a friend. That's a big one as well. Kind of distracting from feeling lonely. A lot of the times, it was actually my biggest thing when I had a binge eating disorder, that I would lean into food for comfort because I would feel lonely. So So yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting journey for me to notice those cravings as they arise, and the best I don't know how to say this. I guess the clearest that I've experienced of how things arise and pass was when I was in Vipassana meditation retreat. And when you sit in meditation for like 11 hours a day, you get so many fucking things running through your mind that you want this or you want that, you don't want this, you don't want that. And you're just sitting. You're not going anywhere. And you know that if you are gonna like crave, like nothing's gonna change. So you have to kind of just let it go, let it allow the craving to come, and then allow it to pass. And it's like, fuck, this intense craving of chocolate, Snickers. And then I'm just breathing, and I'm scanning my body, and then it's gone. And it's like, sex. Oh my god, I really want sex right now. Again, it comes intensely and then it dissipates, and it's like, whew. So it's interesting how we're constantly being pulled, and it's a lot of these energies are very like subliminal and very unconscious, those pulls. But if we really sit with them and inquire, like, it loses that grip on you. So it's gonna be a fun few weeks of noticing. It's gonna be like a 2-week Vipassana meditation observing food cravings. And it's so easy for me to like just go and get a chocolate, you know, and distract myself from whatever it is that I'm feeling. And now it's a game on. Short and sweet. Monday bank holiday. Everyone is out and about with families, enjoying. And I'm actually feeling a little bit better, as well as I released the energy. And yeah, gonna have a little layer. Oh, me. And yeah, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you for journeying with me, if you are journeying with me, and if you're not, then that's good too. I'll see you in the next one.